we're back to bullying. Bullies, cause fuck them bitches. The most sensitive people online, in my humble opinion, it's not a fact, it's an opinion, is artists online. They're super sensitive, very sensitive guys, and this is coming from someone who is very sensitive and has anger issues. They're like, you're not alternative. So unfortunately, I had to draw them ugly. That tells you everything you need to know. It's coming from the source. So we're gonna basically be taking people who have left hate comments against me, who are artists, and we're gonna be fixing their art. We're gonna give them unsolicited, unasked artwork. We're gonna violate them, disrespect them, and also give helpful advice for anyone else who's trying to learn how to draw. So it's a learning experience and also a humiliation ritual. So the first person we're gonna be looking at is this person. Yeah, but drawing child gore is fucking weird. And you need to be on a list if you do that shit. For some reason, they thought this was okay to say to me. Don't know why. There's always a big, huge power struggle with what is acceptable to draw online and what's not. And it's always based on, this make me feel human emotion because I am human. I have empathy for the human being. This should not exist because I don't like to feel empathy for other people. That is the mentality of a lot of people online. This makes me uncomfortable. I want to be comfortable, and not in the sense where this is a crime, this is obviously something harmful to society and to people or to whatever. It's Strawberry Shortcake Infection AU Part 5. This is not doing anything, and I don't want to get into the argument if this isn't hurting anyone, because it's the same argument that lowly people use. This, like, by definition, like, just is not harmful to society whatsoever, whereas other people, like, who are into lowlies and stuff like that, that is harmful to society because they're waiting to act on a victim. They want kids. They're diddlers, okay? I'm not secretly wanting to kill people. Have you ever considered talking to a therapist? Have you ever considered graduating high school? Have you ever considered upgrading your level of education other than the 5th grade? Because this whole conspiracy is that this make you violent versus violent person like violent thing. This is like, this doesn't make me whatever, right? And the whole idea of taking something cute and making it creepy or scary is not an original idea. These people who say this stuff, I don't even think they've seen my artwork. All they hear is like a very vague description of it, and they're like, oh my god, that's evil. But if they were to go look at it, there's plenty of people like, oh, I went to go look, and it actually wasn't that bad. No shit, dude. It's a trend based on like little kids like editing pictures together from My Little Pony. But anyways, so I found their art account, and honestly, if I drew like that, I'd be kind of stupid and annoying too. Like, obviously, if you're not smart enough to learn how to draw better, you're obviously not smart enough to know how to do research on someone's account. First of all, the lighting is all over the place. Where is your light source? Where is the light coming from? Okay? Like, not only do you have a lazy background, you have, like, no sense of where the light's coming from. The light's coming from here, here, here. But then it's not even differentiated by anything. The shading is atrocious. You don't know how to draw clothing. It's supposed to be a tongue, but looks like they're chewing on a piece of bacon. This is an example of why you should always use references or refer to something. Your imagination is not reliable unless you have photographic memory. Like, if you look at your tongue sticking out, it's not going to look it's not going to look like so flat. It has no weight to it. It has nothing. Okay, I would say the only thing that's fine is like the bandages. The hat is okay. There should be shading on the ear, but there's no shading. The gun does not look like it's metal. Okay. There's no lighting on your rosary. That's supposed to be beads, but there's no lighting anywhere. There's no lighting on the nails. The pose is weird. Why are the two knuckles touching each other? No. And then, like, the hair, there's a lot going on here, right? And there's no texture difference between the vest and then the collared shirt. There's a whole lot to unpack here, honestly, and like I said before, use a reference. This would help you solve this issue, okay? Like, you have a scar that's not shaded for some reason. Why is it still the same color after it's being like it? And then there's no lighting on the gun. The magical million light sources you have in this image just doesn't touch the gun for some reason. Don't know what that's all about. Yeah, I just don't like this image. It seems lazy. It seems rushed. It seems incomplete. Do it again. Redo it. Oh, wait, you don't have to. I did. I redrew for you. The first thing that I fixed here, right, is the fucking lighting. Have a creative light source. Make it interesting. Put her in an environment. She seems to be like this cool, like, cowboy, you know, because you want them to be so cool and edgy because they have a communist logo on them, but yet they're a cowboy type shit. You know what I mean? So, like, put some... And I moved the logo over just because the collar... It's sitting in a way that would not exist in real life. You're not going to see the entire collar, part of the collar sticking out that way, so I moved it to the other side. It just makes more sense. Added some creative lights. So I added a background. It's not my best work, honestly. I just kind of wanted to do something quick. The tongue looks way more realistic because the tongue is not going to be a piece of something sticking out of their, you know what I mean? Added more dimension to the hat because the hat was looking kind of flat. It looked like a flat object on top of their head. I didn't really do much of the hair. The hair is not really a big problem. It just kind of looked kind of flat, but not the worst thing. I fixed the wrinkles in the clothing. It actually looks like clothes instead of whatever the fuck you did. I didn't add any, I'm going to be honest, lighting or appeal to the beads just because I was done, okay? I got carried away with the drawing in general. Like, there's no reason for me had to done all this fucking work to begin with. Free fan art, bestie, okay? But I did a cool lighting effect in the background. So if you ever want that kind of glowy effect, there's one or two things you can do. If it's line art, you just duplicate the liner and then slightly blur it, so then it has that to it. And if you're doing no liner and you're like a professional doing no lines and just straight painting, you just kind of take what's it called? The blur tool. Like, I'm using Procreate, so it'd be the blur. You make it gigantic and tap the screen. Tup, 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 a couple times. So that's how I got that effect. But technically there wouldn't really be any lighting all that much on top of the beads just because of the position. I could make it more darker on this side of the hand. Like, now that I'm sitting, I could add more darkness to the face as well. Like, there's some more work I could put into it. Am I going to do it at this time? No, but I know where I can adjust and fix this image. I mean, it's significantly more interesting to look at. You can kind of get a vibe. She has an expression to her. It's just more well drawn. The pose makes more sense because who the fuck is, like, doing this? Girl, bye. Made the blood look better. Kind of add the shadow to the ear. You know what I mean? 10 out of 10. Now, let's go to our... Am I recording right now? If I am. Let's go to our next victim. Okay. So, I did not put any effort into this shit because, first of all, there's only so much I can do to fix this. Because what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Bitch, don't post that again. So, obviously, this is a recurring character to the Gothica universe. So this is kind of a double whammy. The person who drew it sucks at drawing. I know I'm the professional here. I know I'm the miracle worker, but I can only do so much. I can only, like, look at that. Bonk. What the fuck? Bonk. You know babies when they're born without a fucking brain? Yeah. So this person said I can't draw, and then I'm victimizing the person who owns this character as well because I see them allowing the artist to make a joke that's, first of all, not funny. Because, bitch, you don't live in New York, you live in California. Secondly, it's just like, there's more funny Indian jokes than that. Girl, lock in. Bye. Like how everybody's been freaking out about the cookies in the tins, and a way better meme. So I didn't replicate the art style whatsoever because throw that shit in the trash. I know I typically try to replicate slightly the art style so I can give you an idea of like, hey, you can still improve your artwork, but we're disrespecting them. We're not trying to be fucking nice. We're not trying to relate. We're not trying to come to an agreement. We're trying to violate. So, again, boring ass background. It's a commission, so probably the person who's a piece of shit couldn't afford a background, but that's fine. It's a profile picture. Whatever. Probably for what they paid for. You can get, if you're only getting commissions from someone who's been bullied off the internet for being like a racist troll, you're probably not in a good financial situation to begin with. Just saying. Okay. So what I don't know what the whole trend is with the ears. What fucking animal ears can you see? Like, first of all, like, animal ears, they're not like that. Stop drawing them like that. I'm not a fan. Okay? I'm not a fan. You cannot see the back of the fur like that. No animal ears like that. It's just gonna be the inside and then some fur on the, like, poking out from the ear hole. There's no fur behind sticking out. That's not real. That's a fucking stuffed animal. Stop doing that. Don't like it. Terrible shading. There's no, like, no darkness. Just kind of fucking lazy. I mean, you can only expect low quality from a low quality person and artist. Let's cut them a break. I don't know why their eyes are fucking gray. Probably another jaundice situation. I'm seeing it's a trend. I'm seeing the jaundice. Kidney replacement on the way. I just don't know why. First of all, how come only these fangs are sticking out, but you can't see the inner teeth? So they're doing like what? Like a fucking. I'm just not a fan of this at all. And like I'm not expecting much from someone who hasn't progressed their style in like 5 years, which is kind of embarrassing. Like, lock in. No shading, no blending, no rendering. So lazy. It's all like very one singular range of color. Like, darken that shit. Okay, there's only so much I can rant about. We need to move on to me, to what I've done to improve this, because. So I tried to reference an animal that I thought it was. I started off first with a panther, but I'm like, looks more like a bobcat. So I pulled up a picture of a bobcat, and I did that. And I'm guessing this character is meant to be a little chubby based on the way, like, it's built. I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure Concake does not know how to draw chubby people, mainly because they think anyone who weighs more than 110 is obese. So I'm assuming they don't know how to draw that, and that's their excuse. They're like, oh, that's disgusting. Just, bitch, you can't draw. Lock in. So I tried to make it a little chubby in the face, but it's only so much I can do. Like, they're supposed to be covered in fur. Like, I don't know. I didn't really lock in on that. I had a variation in colors and shading. I got rid of the character design parts that I didn't like. Like, first of all, you can't, like I said before, you can only see that, like, if light was going through it, it'd be actually kind of warm. It'd be, like, more of a pink color. You would add it lighter if there was light coming from it. So the light source is coming from above directly, so that's why there's shadows around underneath the chin. Everything's so much darker, like, obviously they have, like, the crackhead, bruised eyes, so I left that there for them. Okay. Just use references, like I said before. Stop drawing from memory, especially when they're gonna be bonk. Stop doing the bonk. We're done with the bonk, okay? But maybe it's because they don't have a brain. Maybe I should be more respectful. I apologize, because bonk, their brain is missing. I didn't really try too much because I wanted to give up. Like, I was kind of uninterested in this piece. It's my least favorite drawing. I did try to add some lighting on top of the nose, add some shine. I made the eyes a little watery because I'd be crying if I fucking look like that. What the fuck? Did you guys hear that? Anyways. So, yeah. 10 out of 10, I fixed it. You're welcome. I don't want to see it looking like that ever again. That's fucking disgusting. Moving on. Okay. This one's a little bit more fun. I know this person isn't like a huge hater, just someone who's stupid and annoying, and I'm just being mean to them. They're not like this incredibly evil person. They're just fucking stupid and they're annoying, and I am punishing them. I'm putting them on my lap and going like that. Okay? So, because they were like, I was trying to warn them that they were following someone that they might not want to follow, okay? And it's fine when people like kind of lurk. They'll follow people that are bad just to see what they're doing so they can report, you know, that weird stalker shit. That's what people do. But they ignored me. They sent something to a friend, and then that friend went to the person, and I'm getting made fun of on their story, like, whatever. So then I posted, like, I just, like, got all mad about it, obviously. I want to get butthurt. And then they're like, I didn't respond because I have anxiety. Bitch, you're too anxious to respond to that, but you're gonna argue with me now. Silent. Be silent. No more talking. So, okay, so the original image is not like the worst. It's actually probably the best out of all of them because they actually attempted to do a background. The attempt is very important. Okay, a lot of people are fucking lazy, don't want to improve. They stick to what's convenient, what's easy, and what's safe. If you want to get better at drawing, don't stick to what's safe. Okay, because you're gonna be stuck in a cycle of drawing the same boring, ugly ass artwork forever, ho. So, all they needed to do was kind of, first of all, use a reference for the body. Like, come on, just look up a picture of a cat sitting. You know how many pictures, and not AI, real pictures of animals sitting like people. I found so many of them. Just look up a reference, okay? Exaggerate your lightings a little bit better. Like, if they're in space, it should be significantly darker with those lights really shining more, okay? I didn't put too much, effort into this drawing. It's not a masterpiece. It's literally just like a haha, I'm better than you. This is what I did. If their tail's glowing, there should be lighting coming from that. The thing that's behind, like underneath their seat that's making their chair levitate, that should be lighting on the bottom of the seat. Added some wires to kind of fill in the space because you have a lot of buttons on this thing, but it's not just like, it's so boring. This is a very boring piece. This is a very interesting character. I kind of got rid of the weird fucking apron thing. That shit had to go. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the point of that is. Had to go immediately. Like, no. Okay. So now looks more like an animal that's supposed to be. Has a very good contrast in silhouette here, right? Like, if you were to put this and put a silhouette, you would be able to know what it is. Versus the original drawing, what the fuck is that? Terrible silhouette. Not interesting whatsoever. So this was not like a crazy critique. This person isn't like, they have a lot to improve on. Their art's not great. They're not a child, they're an adult. But like, I recommend you just fucking lock in, little bro. Stop like going to wait, I'm telling them not to argue online. Who am I to tell them to do that? Yeah, just kind of, you got backgrounds, you have the courage, apparently it's scary, to do backgrounds. Just kind of be better with your lighting and your contrast. That's pretty much it. And use references, sweetie. Okay, sweetie, I was a little nicer to you. You're welcome. Okay, next one. This one. Okay, let's look what they said to me, because the previous person, it wasn't really like a comment that they made. It was more like just they annoyed me in a DM interaction between me and them, and then I so this person, let's go look at my screenshots real quick. La, 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 la. So I made a video just saying a propaganda I'm not falling for is that gore of children and fictional gore, like very precisely, is not pedophilia, okay? And I'm not saying all of it is fine. I'm just saying specifically without any extra BDSM, all this, because they'll say that, they're like, what about this? What about, I'm like, well, I didn't say that. So obviously that doesn't apply to it. I'm talking about just a child being hurt in a horror fiction scenario. Very important, okay? And like, if I need to really go down and explain that to you, no. Okay, so they said, safe to say, I am falling for the first propaganda. I don't want to really make fun of the way they look, so I won't. Apparently, since I'm obese, I have to be the bigger person here. So instead, I'm taking their drawing and I'm fixing it. This one's probably one of the worst out of all the ones I've had to look at. Like, this is actually disrespectful to my fucking eyes. How dare you post this online and think this is okay? First of all, it says, am I like proud of this? I think you shouldn't be. Take it back. You should be disappointed in yourself for even considering posting this. Okay, let me cut it out. I just read the tags. This is supposed to be Will from Stranger Things? Try again. Okay, calm down. I'm calm. So, the biggest issue in this image here, the fucking background, guys! Lock in. Get your backgrounds. It's not that hard to do a background. Okay? You doing this lazy pixel shit. Disgusting. Stop it. It's fucking lazy. And then the gun. You don't even bother to draw the gun! And then you dare put your fucking watermark on it. Draw the fucking gun. Stop. The audacity. So, the first thing I would write, like those are like, and then the hair is so fucking flat. And I know it's like it's supposed to be pixel art, but like I don't like it. I don't care what it is. I don't like it because it seems like it's a combination of things. I can't tell. It looks like mixed medium of pixel art. I could be lying. I don't know. I didn't draw this. I can't speak for the originality or the tools used for this piece. Okay. But, like, just the lighting, it's all over the place. Like, right here, like, it's supposed to be, like, a shadow casting down from the head, but then the neck is so bright, it looks like sweat. Is your character sweating right now? And then the sleeves are fucking horrendous. I don't like, so, okay. This is the type of sleeve that they're drawing here, right? I'm hearing stuff. Okay, anyways, I think it's I'm so angry over stupid internet stuff. I'm inviting evil into my home. I'm sorry. I'll be nicer. I'll be more constructive. I apologize. My closet door's open too. Okay. So, the lighting on the shirt part look like sweat. So maybe have the neck match. You see my sleeve? Yeah, so this is usually here on a sweater, right? And they're drawing there isn't this. So like it's basically implying that it's supposed to look like this, and that just does not look right. There should be wrinkles. Also that like this it should be more like this. It's kind of shaped, you know what I mean? Like in a certain way. When you do that, it looks kind of it almost looks like a flaccid penis. Okay. Yeah, just lighting is an issue. The clothing, weapon, background. Okay. So what I did is I kind of changed the style just a bit because I'm not a fan of what they've done, so I just tried to change it a bit. I actually drew the weapon. I didn't do a background because I'm a hypocrite. I'm preaching for you to do something that I have not done myself. Anyways, I just don't care. Like these are people, like their artwork. Okay, so I added lighting that would kind of make more sense to the scenario. There's more darks, and you can tell like the top of the shirt it's actually more lit because if it's coming down, that would actually be lit up here. The neck is darkened. I fixed the pose because that was something I forgot to bring up. The anatomy in the pose is horrendous. What the fuck is this supposed to be like this? Like, is it? Oh, maybe it's supposed to be like that. I thought it was a fucking plus like this. I guess it's actually supposed to be like this. Girl, fix that because I could not tell what that is. So that's actually what it's supposed to be. I apologize. I did a whole different signal, but like, if your anatomy was better, I would be able to tell. I also fixed the pose on holding the gun. It looks more natural because this, like, it's supposed to be heavy. Like, you have to kind of put it on your shoulder. They're not gonna be just guns are heavy. They'd be no more hanging on your shoulder. I did put a little darken in the eyes just because of like the bangs and the big ass whatever is going on. It'd be darker. If I would have known that this character's a boy, I wouldn't have feminized them so much. How the fuck am I supposed to know that was Stranger Things? I don't look like him. Yeah, but I didn't put that much effort. I made the hair a little bit more darker. His hair is actually pretty dark. And like I changed the wrinkles. I made them more realistic. Lines where needed. I think I improved this piece. Okay, just my opinion. Since I'm being cursed right now at this time, I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't want any more evil into my home. That's pretty much it. I'll probably do more of this, but like for good. I tried starting to do this with fans and followers, but then I kind of fell off because it's like social media is really hard. I work 50 hours a week. I'm trying to like be somebody or something, so I've not been locked in. But maybe I'll do more of like a special guest, like, oh my god, this person, and like I'll add one instead of doing a whole video. Maybe that's what I should do and like honor them and be really nice. I'm like, this princess, this babe, and like kiss their ass or something. Let me know if that's a good idea. Let me know if this was offensive to you. And then I'll let you know if I give a fuck. Please follow my socials. I'll have them in the description. Comment your thoughts and love. Like the video or something. Not that to be honest, that doesn't even matter. Because I got rid of the dislikes, so it doesn't even fucking matter. But yeah, I hope this does well. I'm not trying to flop because I have been flopping, but let me know what my next video should be. I'm trying to be more of a bitch, so. XOXO. Wait, no. Hugs and kisses.